Hey guys, we're back with another video. I have been thinking about my schedule and what should I start doing, how should I work out my videos and such. So I've decided to do double upload today to inspire myself. Now we see Naruto yelling out, "Everyone shall feel his wrath," as with his roar. It could be heard from the Mist Village. It, his roar could be heard at the Cloud Village. Then Naruto unlocked his second ability, as he then felt as if reality was not in touch with him, but he felt fine with it. He then imagined him, as he then thought of a place that he would appear. This place was Konohagakure. As he appeared within the Leaf Village, standing up, "I have achieved perfection." And then he closed his eyes, completely neglecting his Renegon. Deactivate my Renegon, because I'm not. I was kind of technically born with it. But then Naruto stopped the chakra flow that the Rinnegan was constantly yanking. It was grabbing onto chakra flow and yanking it by itself. Naruto pulled that chakra flow by himself, as the Rinnegan let it go easily. As then Naruto looked at his eyes, as everything seemed to be moving a lot faster than usual. Everyone was moving so fast to him. He wondered what was happening. As then he moved around, as he seemed to appear in a different place. What happened? What's happening? He thought. Now, this is because of the fact ever since Naruto had gained his Rinnegan, he only used it. He had been basically, once he used it, everything seemed to be very slow to Naruto. He deactivated it. It should seem rather fast to him, don't you think? Anyway, with Naruto's Rinnegan, with everything moving so fast to Naruto was incredibly weirded out. She then decided to create a shadow clone for the day as he sat down. As he seemed to move so quickly that he was already out of the Leaf Village. He then sat down while his shadow clone got adjusted to the way the world seemed around him. Within around 2 hours later, the clone dispersed itself, seeming to be capable of being used to this new speed naturally. Naruto would then get up, as everything seemed to be a little bit faster than usual to him, but it was okay. He got no the problem of everything seeming like a bullet. Anyway, Naruto would stretch his legs and then walk, as he was in touch with his speed now. Naruto then thought, "I am the vengeful sage." As he then thought, if the Ten Tails was capable of giving me the Rinnegan, could I in theory gain the Sharingan? That should be able to help me even Steven out. Since Naruto was so used to using the Rinnegan, which took up a lot of chakra naturally, he he decided, since he was used to using a Rinnegan, the Sharingan is nothing compared to the Rinnegan. It doesn't take away as much chakra. So in theory, Naruto could use the Sharingan with the to its best ability. Naruto would then activate the three Tomoe Sharingan instantly, as even though he should, in theory, gain the one Tomoe Sharingan, since it had so much chakra with Naruto was used to just inputting a lot of chakra into his eye. Because of this massive strain on the Sharingan, it just jumped all the way to the three Tomoe. That's the reason why he gained the three Tomoe. Naruto looked around thinking, this is good. As he then tried out fighting techniques and moving, as it seemed that the world was at a good enough speed for Naruto. Things slowed down a bit to the level to a good enough level. Naruto walked on the land. You know how much viewers I have on my What If?
Right now?
Yes. One.
Can I make y'all some lasagna? What? Y'all actually can I make y'all some lasagna?
Guards of war. Take them to
Anyway. Okay.
Nice mom, can we get some lasagna?
No. Naruto is seen completely in touch. Everyone. No one will leave me alone. Jesus. There we go. A new era that I will introduce y'all to. Anyway, with Naruto being focused, he moved throughout the lands as he worked the same move as usual. Three mass unknown rogue shinobi appeared and they started to attack Naruto because of the fact that he was seemingly just someone who wandered the land. Hello, viewer! Just pop in and give it a like. Disrespectful. Because of the fact that Naruto seemed to roam the land, he seemed like just a regular person who loved traveling. They attacked Naruto, seeing if they could gain some money or get some food off of him. Because it's been a long time since they had eaten, ever since they had gotten kicked out of their village, or they supposedly they left. They attacked Naruto to see the Sharingan blazing within his eyes. One of them said to the one who seemed like the captain, I thought you said he wasn't a shinobi. He has the Sharingan. And it's the three Tomoe. He's experienced. As they then pulled out weapons and they then attacked him. Naruto, with his hand alone, was capable. Naruto pulled out his blade by unsheathing it. You are stupid to think that you could ever fight me. he said, as he then yanked out his blade being revealed, he held it up to his opponents and then disappeared. As then, and then he just moved his blade towards one of them as he pointed his blade at them. They felt all of their chakra shoot towards the sword as they fell down dead from chakra exhaustion. He had this blade was was better than Samihada. When Samihada had, as we said in the last episode of this What If, it had 88 of the mites that were capable of sucking up a lot of Biju chakra. Regular people are not capable of doing such. Where Naruto's is capable has 1,000, which could, in theory, if pointed to the Ten Tails, the Ten Tails would take around 3 strikes to completely absorb all the chakra that the Ten Tails has. Once just pointing his sword at his enemies, they instantly died. Now you, as he then shoved his blade into his opponent, as his opponent instantly died from chakra exhaustion and from a fatal wound. He then shot towards his next opponent without even touching him. He was already dead as he collapsed onto the ground, dead from chakra exhaustion as well. We then see a camp-like area. When your big brother Zarachi, big brother big brother Nikuso, and big brother Rosso coming back, the 55 people at the camp said eventually, after an hour of being worried about their family, other camp counselors, they went out to search for their camp counselors to see the horrifying sight of Naruto having one of their arms in their dead bodies close near, and he was eating it. He hadn't eaten in a few months. And since Naruto was so used to it, he didn't notice that his body was deteriorating until the Jubi told him, as he decided to eat them. At the horrified sight, their pupils dilated to see this man. Naruto almost threw up after eating this food. He required so much food because it was already told that his blood is basically like an acid at this point. So food breaks down and actually deteriorates to nothingness so quickly that Naruto has to eat a lot of food just to get a little bit of nutrients within his body. Around 2 arms would do. As then the little kid, but the oldest. He was around the age of 10. The others ranged all the way to the age of 7 and up to 10, but he was the oldest and the most skilled with weapons because he was trained more. He flew towards the killer of his sensei. You goddamn demon! Naruto heard these words. He looked up, looking at his opponent with the Sharingan blazing, as he then upgraded to the Mangekyo. Those words, those disgusting words, he said, feeling infuriated by this little boy. As he then grabbed onto his blade, he flew towards his opponent. As he then pulled all the way back and sliced down upon him. That's what he saw in the genjutsu that Naruto was playing, as he could actually feel the pain. This genjutsu was doing actual damage to him, was alerting his senses and everything to make it seem as if he was harmed. While Naruto looked at him, staring with his anger glaring. He then held out his sword. He then swung it forwards. He then pointed it towards the little boy. As then, one of the younger children flew into the way. Stop! He yelled out. As then, once he got in the way, his body fell close towards his brother. Once his brother felt this, he was capable of regaining conscience from the genjutsu to see his brother dead. As then the legendary Kekkei Genkai that he held, the Uzumaki chains, as these people were revealed to be of Uzumaki descendants, except they did not have the red hair. They had a pinkish tone in color. You demon! You killed my brother! As he flew towards Naruto, with his chains flying everywhere, wrapping around Naruto, squeezing Naruto with all of the power that he could. Naruto had perfected his chains to where even without the Jubi chakra, he was capable of holding down the Jubi and suppressing it with practical ease. Naruto, once the chains connected to him, he took command over the man's chains because he had mastered his chains so far. He was even capable of taking control of another Uzumaki's chains. As his chains then came off of Naruto and then flew towards the owner of the chains, Naruto stopped him, stopping his hand as he then balled his hands into a fist to stop them. How? What are you? He yelled out. But his anger that he had and that gigantic amount of adrenaline that shot into his body was completely overcome by fear. You are similar to me, he said. You were treated like a monster, weren't you? As he then showed the small chain that he had linking from his finger. I shall train you and give you the powers of God, he said. As then, an idea that was not suggested. You heard that? But was not suggested, but actually told towards him was the idea of what was the idea? The I no, I watched it. I watched it. Um, Saruto something. Saruto something. Saruto something. Anyway, Saruto. Since the Uzumaki clan were so had so much chakra in their bloodline was so close towards the Asatsuki clans, they could potentially unlock the they could potentially unlock the Rinnegan if if put through enough stress. Let's say that. As then Naruto kept on playing out the put him on the a genjutsu that kept playing out throughout his head of of the events of his family's death. As then he stopped the genjutsu once the little boy opened up his Rinnegan. You, you. As he then played the genjutsu again, but this time it happened to where it showed Naruto being rapidly attacked by his family as they yelled out, "Please, I don't want to hurt you. Just give us some food. Our come, our, our family, they're hungry. We won't we won't be able to survive." I know a way. As we didn't do a flashback to the actual moment. I know a way that you can feed your family. Kill yourselves, and I shall feed your family. Thank you. Kill me. I'll allow it. As then, Naruto finished them off. As he was crying out blood from his Rinnegan. As Naruto, he did not know, but Naruto had put one of his chakra chains on him and was feeding him chakra to deal with the drain of his Rinnegan. As he then placed everyone else under this genjutsu and then showed them the truth. Naruto would then train with everyone there until Naruto hit the age of 12. And at the time, he was 8. So there was 4 more years. By then, each and every one of them were easily Kage level. Each and every one of them had full control over their Rinnegan. And the first to gain it, that one boy actually had upgraded his Rinnegan, pushed forward to further stages of the powerful dojutsu. As his dojutsu was red, outlined with yellow stripes, everyone else's was the same color as the stage of 6 past regular Rinnegan. The squad were robes that had the same name. The Vengeful Sage. That's what they all said. And they had one. No. Naruto's had the kanji of the Vengeful Sage, while the others had the kanji for different meanings. Like the main protagonist, well, Naruto's star pupil, the first to be born, his he was called the Sorrowful Sage, as his heart was filled with sorrow for his fallen family, as because of the fact that some of them had to give up their lives to protect others, where he wished that he could give up his life. And others had the same thing, sage, but were most of them had either the raffle sages because they were sages because others held the same name. Naruto was known as the vengeful sage and the strongest of the team. Everyone was assigned to 4 teams. Were were on teams. By the time of Naruto hitting 12, there was only one team of them, 4. All of the others had either died through chakra exhaustion of their Rinnegan because of Naruto had to split a lot of chakra between people because they did not know how to use their Rinnegan. They kept on taking too much of Naruto's chakra while he had to split it between everyone. The Rinnegan took up too much chakra, but most of them stuck to their signature Sharingan. While everyone stuck to the Sharingan with one group of 4. This was the Wrath Sages. This was the group's name. As we never got to know what was the oldest name. His name was Sarutacho Suji. Sarutacho Suji. Sarutacho Suji. No, Sarutatsu. Because he was not a part of a clan. Well, that's what others thought. He was a descendant of the Uzumaki clan, but he was too fearful of claiming his real name, Sarutacho Suji. And the others was Rakinatsu Suji. And no, Rakinatsu, his younger brother, and his younger sister, Saito. Together, they formed the Wrathful Sages. Each and every one had a blade just like Naruto's. Their blade and their chakra chains were around the 10 tails level of holding down. As their final mission went into action, Naruto appeared at the village hidden in the leaves with all 4 of the Wrathful Sages. Now, the Sage of Sorrow was Sarutatsu Suji's name. No, that was his nickname. And Rosa Tartso's nickname was the Lion Sage, as he prided himself on being protectful of his family. He was very protectful of his family. And a lion represents pride and protection, I think. I'm not sure. And Sarutatsu's? No. Shit. I'm gonna name them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the names. Sorrow. Ah, Sarutatsu. Sarutatsu. Rosatsu. Rotado. And mm-mm. I'm thinking of names for these people. I need to think of their names. I don't know what their name should be. The girl's name is the hardest to me. Let me think. Because she is going to be important in the story. The names that I am putting within the chat are going to be crucial to the story. So this is Ushinatsu. She so Ushinatsu. Ushinatsu. Man, you just go ahead and give it a like, baby. Please, baby. Important character. Important names. Sorry for this time. There we go. Important names. Anyway, he appeared within the leaf. Naruto in the Wrathful Sages appeared within the leaf. Now the girl's sage name is the Loving Sage. So we have the Sorrowful Sage, the Wrathful Sage, and the Lion Sage, and the Loving Sage. Whew, some good names. I'm gonna put those in the chat as well. While Naruto was inside of the Chun, while Naruto appeared within the Leaf Village, he changed his appearance to what Naruto would look like within the canon, while the others stayed the same. They changed their clothes, though. They wore attire as if they were attacked by multiple people in their transformation jutsus, so they actually harmed themselves to really sell it. As you wouldn't just appear at the gate of a village, say, "Oh, I'm hurt," when the medic checks you out and be like, "This nigga not hurt. Kill this nigga right now. He is not a part of the league. He's not true." They they were running quickly, but as quick as you would assume a guinea would run, as they then fell onto the ground near the village hidden in the leaves. As the guards by the gate saw this sight, as then two shinobi from the Cloud Village are shadow clones of Naruto that seem like they wore Cloud Village headbands and said, "Come here, we will take your name. You will breathe within our village." As the Cloud and the Leaf were not really allies at all. As they then looked up to see the sign Konohagakure, as they then said, "Never mind, we'll get some more." As then they ran off. No, Naruto had red hair. Let's change that. That's let's change that. All of them seem to have red hair. Now, the names, they're code names that they would be using for the leaf Naruto's is Wrath. No, Rage. Naruto's is Rage. Wait, hold up. Let me edit this. Huh. Edit. Remove. Anyway, thank you for being here. As then the villagers, no, the people at the gate saw them, their bodies as they were hurt badly. As this, the powerful genjutsu that they had placed on themselves were so powerful that even if they lost all of their chakra, that this genjutsu would still lie on them. It was kind of like Tsunade's genjutsu, but they had used invisible seals that only a seal master could see. Minato is not a full seal master. I mean, pretty much no one except Minato's team, the Konoichi on Minato's team, was a seal master. If y'all know who the Konoichi on Minato's team is, look it up online, retard. Anyway, this is a long video, but I really want to get all of this out. Naruto, with them seeing their red hair, they quickly took them in, as they noticed that their chakra levels were gigantic. They were massive. They were bigger than most Uzumaki. Like, these were Biju levels of chakra here. Like, literal Biju level. Biju. Now, this was them hiding their full chakra limits because Naruto had sealed portions of the 10 tails within them. Anyway, Naruto's name they would ask them their name. They took them in for questioning. Naruto said his name was Rage. Naruto's fake name. Sorry for all this. Anyway, anyway. Hold up, wait. I'm sorry. Hold up, wait. I'm sorry. Fake name. There we go. Sorry. Paste. Lion. Fake name. There we go. Sorry for this. I'm just really trying to get all of this set up. So once I'm on the next one, because I rewatch my videos, I completely forget. Like, you cannot get me to literally remember what I made. You cannot. You just cannot get me to remember. Anyway, and I also made this video purely to wait for one of my favorite anime content creators to finish making this video. Oh, I'm sorry, broskies, but this is the end of this video. So you can leave right now if you really do not want to have to deal with anything. Subscribe to my next channel as I am going to be making a video on it. Deontay the God 2. It's the same as my channel name itself, just add a 2. And it has a lot of anime characters as it's just, but I was thank you. Anyway, so Oshinosa, Sarutosa, Tarasoda, Todo. Thank you.